Hi guys, Charlie Blaze here with week 4 for my level streaming project for Advanced Technologies. This week we worked on two different systems, which is streaming in unique assets or landmarks into my city and some object permanence across the game. So for starters, I've made it a bit easier to generate the JSON files for our maps. So if we go in here, we've got a lot of JSON files here. We can delete these. Easy peasy. And then if I open up our level data and show our giant map, which is now huge because I wanted to see how much or how big I can make it before it completely breaks the game. So I can just run this save map button and give it a second, tab out, tab back in, and there we go, map data is all there. And that's all of the city, so I can close that. Here are some unique assets I'm using for reference. So I've got some towers, a castle, and a football stadium. And basically what's happening is their data is being stored and kept in this unique model data folder. That being like their materials and models. And at the start of runtime, in fact, if I just press play, you can see start of runtime. They're not saved as prefabs. They're having their models streamed in and having their textures applied or their materials applied in runtime, which is cool because it's not using prefabs like all the other buildings, which makes it a bit faster. Second thing that's been added is object permanence. So I decided that we had this big city and it kind of reminded me of some sort of Godzilla film. So now we've got our guy. He's not just some little dude walking the streets. He is now a kaiju. So he can walk around and start blowing up buildings like this, start destroying these, and yeah. So by walking into buildings, he just destroys them. And if we walk over to a different zone, there is a small lag spike at the moment, which I'm not gonna pretend isn't there. It's on the list of things to get sorted before next week. It's a lot smaller than it was because it was a huge lag spike with writing to the JSON when there is changes to the file, changes to the game. But basically, if I go back to the zones, so it's unloaded the zone, loaded back in from JSON file, and the buildings are still gone. Even to the point where if I close the game or close the simulation and load it back up after a second of it entering play mode, there we go. All our buildings are still destroyed. This little pathway I'd made for our lovely metropolis. I think next week is finally going to be the AI pedestrians or cars or whatever that I've been promising since week 1, but other systems have been popping up and realizing that they're much more important first to get down and working. So yeah. Oh, and one last thing is we don't have to worry that the map is completely gone. Just go back into level manager. We just click save map again, and then when we press play, we should have fingers crossed, the city's back to normal, ready to be destroyed again. Fantastic. Awesome. Well, thanks very much for watching. Cheers.